Another game in my series about comparing flight training to chess training and see if I can find some ways to really help both of them. I need to get where I can land the silly old plane, and I've landed, I don't know, 136 times, something like that. And I've had lessons since May and had a lesson almost every week. We had to skip some weeks because of weather and that sort of thing and people taking vacations. But nevertheless, I'm still having trouble landing the plane. It's much better, but I realize that the same strategies that I apply in the air to make sure that I still am able to prioritize what I'm supposed to do and not get task saturated and forget what in the world I'm doing or panic or whatever, apply to chess. And so we're going to play this game here against the next bot from the most recent video. And this bot is, let's get this out of the way so you can see more of the messages from chess.com. And this bot is rated at 700, and I've been, derated down to 604, which we'll have to correct that. I'll have to create a video about how that happened and kind of how embarrassing that whole thing was. But you know what? As some of the wonderful comments have said, there's no need to be embarrassed. Everybody's going to have to lose. I mean, every game has a winner and a loser, right? I mean, that's the way it is. So this flag is from Liberia, and Janjay is, I have white, so I'm going to start my my standard opening and see how she replies. So she's going to go there. I don't see a reason. I'm going to move that up just because I don't want something to come up there. So here is this square, and so that pawn is protected by the queen. Now, see if I go there, she can take me. So I have a lot of things. So I'm going to go ahead and put that bishop there, although that may be not a real good thing. And now that this is being, well, look at that. I can take that knight. That's one thing that I miss sometimes. I don't realize that I can just go ahead and take the knight. Now I'm threatening a scholar's mate here, and so she saw that, which is that's just fine. So let's go up here and see what happens. And that goes there. So one of the things that, actually I can take that, because to take that with a knight would not be a good plan. Okay, so this is here. I can take that, or I can wait and let her take that. I don't know. I'm tempted to go here because I can get that pawn. Well, no, I can't. I can't do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, get that out of harm's way in case I want to move the knight. And now that knight is not protected, so she is rightfully going for it. So I'm going to have to protect this knight. Well, that's good. She figured that out. I like that. I don't really want him to have it so easy. So let's see. I could go here and put the king in check, but the king could just move there. I don't know. If I go here, I put the king in check, and the king does that. That's fine. I don't have a decent way to do anything different than that. So am I in jeopardy here? Yes, I am. So I'm going to move back to here. Actually, I'm going to move back to there and let this knight get back down where I like it. All right, so that is there. And then this pawn comes down. I can't really take that. I'm going to go ahead and castle. I'm not sure this is a good place to castle. And the king is there, so I can probably fork the king and the queen. I can. So if he moves this king out of the way, then I get the queen. And he did. All right, so that was a fork. He could have moved the pawn down. It would have been the same thing. If he had moved his pawn down here, I would have moved my knight there, and my knight was protecting that square, so I could still have gone and gotten the queen. So that was actually fun. All right, so is this player playing like she's prioritizing things? figuring out what's most important or not. I mean, that's what happens in the airplane when I'm flying and trying to land and then having trouble landing. I don't prioritize properly. And that's what happens in my chess games. I don't prioritize like I need to. Now, let's see. I can go here, and I'm threatening this pawn, which that's it. But it's a free pawn. But it also is going to threaten his knight, or her knight, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm glad that she saw that. I could go here, which would be a wreck. That wouldn't be good. I can go here. All right, so I probably should just start advancing pawns. And I'm going to put this back over here and start advancing pawns. Okay, the green. All right, so I don't see a reason to not go up here. And I want to move this over here. So look at that. She has her knight and her bishop on this same square. I have my my bishop is unprotected. So I'm going to move it back here, get it out of the way. And so she could move there, but I would take with my pawn, so that's okay. I could go here and fork the king and this pawn up here. I think I'll do that. Excuse me. So one of the reasons I say that I believe that look at that. I could take a knight right there. I may do it anyway. I'll trade knights. Or do I? Yeah, I'll trade knights. If he takes my knight, I'll take the the bishop as well. And he didn't. So I'm going to move here. And he's threatening that. I'm going to move this up so that it can't come down and cause trouble. And there's the bishop. So if I think of all the moves that could be made, there's some stuff going on here, but not a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and move this up, and I'll either take that pawn or advance. All right, I don't know why she did that, but she did. So I'm going to go ahead and advance this pawn and keep advancing it. And so he'll either have to take the pawn or move out of the way or lose it. So we'll just do it that way. And I can't go there. All right, so that enables me to get another queen, putting him in check at the same time. And let's see. I can go here, and he's going to. I'll trade a rook for a rook. He has to take it with his. We'll do that. I could have done that a while ago. And so I'm just kind of, positioning myself around to put him in, put her in checkmate. And so there we go, checkmate, finally. So do you think that player was distracted? I think so. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, is quit being distracted when I play. I want to be able to run through a checklist of items, strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. What did she say up here? And so, no, I don't want to play again right now. But that was a lot of fun. As a pilot and co-pilot, you need to manage your tasks and prioritize things and what's crucial, what's important. And she messed that up. Well, she's 700. Of course, I'm only 604. So, it was probably pretty even, I suppose, except that I was able to see things. I was thinking about this stuff, though. Thinking about how minor everything seems when you're standing on the ground and thinking of exactly what you need to do. And you think, well, I'm going to be able to do that. It's not a big issue. It's easy. It's easy. It's not a problem. Run through the checklist. Keep the plane aligned with the runway. Keep track of how high you are and flare the plane properly. Adjust the throttle the way you need to. It's easy to think about. Same thing about chess. When it's not in the heat of the battle, I can easily come up with, hey, check every piece. Look for threats. Look for checks. Look for what can happen. Move 1, move 2. Look at every piece on the board with all that in mind. Just scan it really quick. Go over it here and here and here. And just look at it. And it doesn't take a long time. But in the middle of the game, especially, I don't know, things begin to happen and things begin to fade away. So it can be a bit of a challenge sometimes, perhaps. But I'd love to know what you think about it. What do you think about comparing training in something complex and difficult when complex and difficult and scary things are going on? Because when you're flying a plane, it's kind of scary. You know, if you fall the long way, that you'll hurt the plane or yourself, or you could die, whatever. So you got to keep it all in your head. Same thing for chess. If you fall the long way and don't look at things properly, then you'll end up losing the game, and it won't be as much fun as you'd like to have. So I really appreciate you watching. I couldn't do this without you. You've made this channel a success. How exciting is that? And that you've worked with it. You've given me ideas and comments, and I really appreciate that. Please keep them coming. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Hope you have a great day, and I'll check you later.